We are shining the spotlight on the importance of civic engagement. And to do that, I called on Scandal's one and only Olivia Pope herself, actress, activist, and author Kerry Washington, ahead of the release of her new memoir, Thicker Than Water. And also, we called on Mignon Moore, who is the chair of the 2024 Democratic National Convention. These are two women who, at times, have been known as political fixers. We discussed specifically how you, yes, you, are the fixers we need now. Take a listen to the highlights from our powerhouse conversation hosted by the Black Women's Agenda.
I always feel like service is a way out of despair.
That's right.
When
Absolutely.
I'm overwhelmed by the state of the world, when I feel like, oh, there's so many problems in the community, there's so much we have to fix, where do we start? Is it with the environment? Is it voting rights? Is it reproductive rights? What do we do? If I can plug into action and service,
That's right.
I can get out of the feelings and be part of the solution.
This election is going to be critical because it is not just that there's a presidential election. 11 states are choosing governors in 2024. Every single member of the House of Representatives is up. The control of the Senate. There's a record number of black women running. What would it mean for you to see a black woman in the Senate again? Because right now there's not one black woman serving in the United States Senate.
Like we had to give up the Senate to be VP. It shouldn't be an either or.
Right.
We should be able to have an abundance when you look at the genius in this room. I have to say, you know, I know you will relate to this. I woke up on 2016, the morning after the election, and my social media was flooded with Olivia Pope, you have to fix this.
I know. Exactly.
Because everybody called you.
You done became the character. You done became, they like, no, Olivia. Kerry need to go. Olivia needs to show up.
That's right.
I know it was the same with Mignon, right? Because we have this culture of hero worship.
Yep.
Where we put the solutions in other people's hands.
That's right.
And in my case, we're trying to put the solution in an imaginary character's hands. So I'm thinking, people, Olivia Pope doesn't have as much power as you do. Olivia Pope can't vote.
That's
Olivia Pope can't knock on doors and get people to register. Olivia Pope can't make phone calls. So for me, a lot of the work has been about trying to remind people in the community, trying to remind every black woman that you are the Olivia Pope of your community.
That's right.
That you are the fixer. It's not about Olivia Pope fixing the election. It's about realizing how many people didn't vote in the election.
That's right.
And that every one of those people gave their power up.
That's right.
That's why voting rights is so important to me, because actually for me, I do get so overwhelmed by how much needs to be fixed. Education, healthcare, the environment, reproductive rights, all of it. But I think, okay, at least if we're fighting for voting rights, we're fighting for our voice. We're not giving up our voice in all of those issues.
That's right.
If I want to be able to impact all of those areas, I have to show up.
Black women have showed up, they showed out, they keep showing up, but now we got to get other people just like you to show up and show out, because this is a consequential election. People keep talking about, oh, this is the most consequential election in a lifetime. This will shape decades. For everybody that has a child in this room, this election is for them. If you have grandchildren, this election, democracy is being torn asunder before our very eyes.
Politics is not about those guys that you say. Politics is not about those men on Capitol Hill making decisions. No, they work for us. We literally pay their salaries.
That's exactly
when we pay
right.
our taxes, we pay their salaries. But we're not bossing up.
That's right.
We're letting people run around, not do their job, not work for us, not make decisions that are in our best interest. Meanwhile, we're giving them our cash. That's not okay.
That's right. I tell you that, I want to stress this point. When I was in the White House, I used to tell my staff all the time, you need to be in the business of figuring out how you can say yes, because saying no is the worst thing you can do as a public servant. And the fact that these people pay your salary, see, people forget that one point, our tax dollars pay for everybody that sits in these perched offices.
Yep, every suit they wear, every tie they wear, every leather shoe, that came from my pocket.
And the crap they talk when they ain't talking it right.
That's right.
That's right. And I just want to echo what she's saying. The power is in our hands.
Our participation can change things. For me, it really is just understanding that, you know, we're not that far removed from Jim Crow.
That's right.
We are not that far removed from separate water fountains and separate schools and our rights being legally denied from us at every turn. And the fact that we are sitting here in this room with so many beautiful, bold Black women who are leading in every space and place, it feels kind of like a revival.
I hope in the next 6 months, as we do the hard work, we find joy. We find joy in doing that hard work, because I tell you, if you anchor yourself in your own joy, being able to take on some of these difficult problems, because they will be difficult coming up. We're going to hear the mudslinging. We're going to hear all the people that dislike each other. We got a vice president who is always under siege. We got to always keep her lifted up. So just find the joy in what you do, and I think we will be all right.
What do you want people to take from you sharing your story?
Thank you for saying that. You know, I think what happened when I got this when I got this revelatory information from my parents, what I realized was that in many ways I have spent my life up until now being a supportive character in my parents' narrative. And it was time for me to be the lead character in the story of my life. And I think that's also what I'm looking for in the civic engagement work, is for each of us to know that we deserve to be the hero in the story of our lives, that we deserve to get to vote and participate, be part of the solution, really just that we matter. Because to me, when we don't vote, it's as if we don't care.
That's right.
Whether you vote or not, you vote. Right? You're either part of the solution or part of the problem. Not voting is a vote.
That's right.
And so when we don't vote or we don't step into solution, we're giving our power away. So I think for me, writing the book was truly an exercise of me trying to walk the walk and step into my power to say I matter, not just the characters I play, not just the people I love, but like, do I have the courage to center myself? So I really hope that in community, we all have the courage to center ourselves, to take responsibility for our power, to show up for ourselves and our families and our communities, in whatever that looks like to you. But please let it include civic engagement.
Amen.
My thanks to Kerry Washington, Mignon Moore, and of course, the Black Women's Agenda for making that great conversation possible.